Hello, good morning. I'm Patty Kay, and this is the U-Shaped Business Show. And our topic today is, well, it's about ideal clients, which is one of the keys to effective marketing. It's considering everything from your ideal client's perspective. If you've ever worked with me, if you've ever watched any of the videos that I've created about marketing, taken any of my classes, you will hear me talk about ideal clients and how it's so important that we talk about our clients' needs, their desires, that we talk about what's in it for them, that we broadcast on their radio station, what's in it for me, and use their language to describe things. And really, and I'll often say this as well, if you only ever take one piece of advice from me, it is to know your clients and to approach your marketing and your business as a whole around them. It will make a night and day difference in your business. It will make it so much easier for you to do the marketing, so much easier for you to decide what services to offer. And to do this well, you really need to understand who they are. They're not everybody. It's not anybody. And contrary to what a lot of big business advice says, where they talk about ideal clients and target market in terms of demographic information, how old they are, what gender they are, where they live, what their occupation is, for a lot of us in U-shaped businesses, the most important characteristic of our clients are what we call psychographic characteristics. It's values, beliefs, personality preferences, worldview. And your most powerful marketing comes from that perspective, speaking directly to their interior thoughts and motivations and what it is that they're wanting, and showing them how your service can match up with that. This is why Simon Sinek says that it's so important to start with why, because it connects to people on this level. So today I'm going to show you a way of looking at your ideal clients, at figuring part of that out. And that is, I'm just going to find my slide here. Here we go. Know your clients, yes. So one way to do this is through Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And this is something I was introduced to a number of years ago. A lot of my clients are familiar with it. And it's a psychological theory developed by a fellow named Abraham Maslow in 1943. And it talks about basically our levels of motivation. And according to Maslow, we need to satisfy our lower level needs before we can move up to our higher level needs. So just to quickly go through this, he identified 6 levels. Beginning at the very bottom, our base level needs, our physiological needs. These are the things we need to keep us alive. So air, water, food, sleep, clothing, shelter, those sorts of things. And as you can imagine, if you don't have those things in place, not much else matters. When you don't have air, the only thing you're focused on is getting air. Next up to that is safety. And safety that's our physical and financial security. It's our health and well-being. It's, a little bit beyond just staying alive, but having a half decent quality of life. So we have a number of safety needs. It's if you're not feeling safe, that becomes your number one driving thing. It's, beyond food and water. Next up to that is love and belonging. As human animals, we need other people. So these are your friends, your family, your romantic partners. It's your community. It's feeling like you belong somewhere, that you have that support. So love and belonging is next up from that. Moving higher up the pyramid, we have esteem. And he divided esteem into 2 categories, kind of lower levels of esteem and higher levels of esteem. And the lower level of esteem are basically how we look to the outside world. This is about, recognition and status. This is, showing off your material possessions. It's accolades, prestige, it's attention. So it's the lower level of esteem is the esteem that comes to us from other people. from the outside. And then, of course, there's the higher level of esteem, which is how we think about ourselves. This is our own self-esteem, it's self-respect, it's our integrity, our competency, our mastery. It's about feeling good about who we are as people. Above that, we have self-actualization. And this is striving to reach one's potential. It's doing the thing that we were born to do. It's living our purposes. It's being the absolute best that we can be. And then above that, above this, this is me, this is my potential, I'm doing my thing, is self-transcendence. And this is beyond yourself. This is about making a difference in the world. It's about helping others. It's about that spiritual perspective of being part of a greater whole. And these are our needs, according to Maslow, kind of in order all the way up. So you say about this point, you say, hey, Patty, so what does that have to do with business and marketing? And it's important to map to this hierarchy. What need does your service help with? We need those things on our hierarchy, but at what point, at what level does your service fit in? And often we have choices about what level we choose to market to. The same service can fulfill a number of needs. So let me just show you an example. Let's look at a personal trainer. So a fitness, kind of a health and wellness sort of a business. And personal training can show up at different levels of our pyramid, starting at safety. When you think about rehabilitation kind of rehab, helping people to move again, helping people to walk again, that is very much a base level well-being sort of a need. And a personal trainer could market to that particular need, getting people mobile again. A rehabilitation after an illness, after a stroke, after an accident, that sort of thing. So that is a level on the hierarchy that a personal trainer could aim at. They could also aim at the idea of belongings, being part of a group, being part of a team. If you look at something that like CrossFit has people that are devoted to being part of that group, it's part of a culture, it's a community. There's a huge amount of love and belonging, community involved in that goes beyond just the actual fitness training. Then there are the esteem sort of needs. So there's that outside esteem that would come from looking fit, developing muscles, losing weight, looking good to others. So there is that esteem need. And you can see this when you look at fitness advertisements. A lot of them are based on that, how to have a great body, how to have how to look good, how to lose weight, that sort of thing. And then there's also that higher self-esteem, a place where you simply feel good in your body, where you know you're doing the right thing, you're having integrity, you're building habits towards staying fit, you're developing some self-respect for yourself, and your fitness needs are part of that. And beyond that, self-actualization, doing the thing that you're meant to do, becoming the best at something. This is a fitness training for elite athletes, the people who are training to be in the Olympics, the people who are competing, who are running marathons, who want to have a better time. This is beyond simply being healthy and looking good to others. This is about reaching potential. It's how do I be the best at what I do? When you look at coaches who coach for sports and athletics, a lot of them are going for this meeting this self-actualization need. And you can see through this example that your marketing needs to meet the people that you want to serve. If you want to work with high-level clients who are aiming at self-actualization, you're not going to stress the looking good to other people part of it, because that's not exactly what they're looking for. They're not looking for a coach to help them lose weight. They're looking for a coach to help them reduce their time or to do better in a competition. So quite often, find with clients that their marketing is actually trying to speak to a level that doesn't match what their ideal clients are looking for. So this is why this is important to consider this from marketing perspective is, really what are your clients looking for, and who are the kinds of clients that you want to work with? Because that's the other thing that happens is people end up working with clients that aren't really a good fit. And that's usually because they're targeting clients that are lower on the hierarchy. They want to work with people who are trying to reach their true potential, but instead they're marketing to really simple kind of safety needs, kind of basic low level kinds of desires, and it doesn't exactly fit. It doesn't feel fulfilling to the service provider to work with people who are not at the right level. So one of the things that I do when I work with life coaches, especially, is I will often draw this pyramid and make an arrow that points to self-actualization, because life coaching is very much about self-actualization. It is helping people reach their full potential. And it's appealing to those of us who are interested in self-actualization, and it's less interesting to people who are focused on lower levels of the pyramid. And this can be really, really frustrating for life coaches because they're actually, they will do best if they are looking for people who are on that self-actualization track, that they're wanting to be the best, that they're wanting to reach their potential, and that's what's driving them. Life coaching doesn't map all that directly with some of those lower level needs. So that's my look at Maslow's pyramid and how that can help you with your marketing. And one of the things I've noticed in my own business as I'm going through all of this and looking at my business through these through these topics, is that a lot of business coaches focus on money, which is a safety need, or they focus on esteem, material possessions, becoming famous, that sort of thing. And my clients are actually on that path towards self-actualization and self-transcendence. A lot of the people that I talk to who are looking to create a U-shaped business, they're doing it because it's creative, it's self-expression, it's kind of the business that they must do, the difference that they must make in the world. And it's in service of the greater good. It's beyond just reaching your potential and doing the work that you're born to do. It's using that work to make a difference in the world. So if that sounds like something that fits with you and you'd like some help with that, you can, of course, see me. I'm Patty Kay, and you can reach me at pattykay.com. I would love to hear from you if you are moving towards the very tippy top of that particular pyramid. I wish you a fantastic day, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye for now.